Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Sunday, May 4th, 2025. Are you ready for this? Stick around, because we're gonna talk, you and me. I'm going to break things down for you. Look, man, this is getting a lot of attention right now, this historic spending bill and how it's going to affect the markets. We just witnessed some of this on Friday. How this is going to blast the economy, the dollar, the middle class, small businesses. This is not what it appears to be in any way, shape, or form. I also want to cover possibly the grandest of all deceptions with you. And yeah, we're gonna cover that as well. So look, just sit back and I want you guys and girls to take in what I'm talking about here. And again, and I'm going to tell you, and I said it here, this is in your inbox right now. If you subscribe to my newsletter, again, it's free. Link in the description of this video. People, if you do not agree with my assessment here, that's fine. You are allowed to disagree with me. I would love to hear why or how I got this wrong. For those of you that do agree with me and see this for what it actually is, obviously this is how I look at it and how I see it. I want to hear from you as well. Look, man, this is about you and I coming together, understanding what is going on here, and being able to discern what it means so we can best decide for ourselves, okay, what action to take. Because I'm telling you right now, as I've been saying for I don't know how long, it's really come down to every man and every woman for themselves, although we need to look out for each other. You know that, but you have to think about what I'm going to talk about here and how this is going to directly impact you, your family, your way of life, how you support yourself, because this is just, it's monstrous. I don't know another way to put it. So without further ado, let's do this here. 1.32 trillion spending bill, largest in U.S. history. Core impact, we lose. Full breakdown. Now I'm going to break this down for you piece by piece. This is how I started off, okay? So I want you to think about this as I go through this with you. So let me break down what is happening. Please feel free to disagree with me on this. If you do not agree with my assessment, I do want to hear from you. But if you also do agree, I want to hear from you as well. So what this 1.32 trillion spending bill will do, these are facts. And what I'm going to tell you here, I can't imagine how anyone could dispute this, but try. Oh, here we go. So massive deficit spending equal more treasury issuance equal more debt monetization by the Fed, especially as buyers dry up. And this is exactly what's happening right now. As you all know, the goal of every single central bank is the same: to become both the buyer and lender of last resort, to own it all. And this historic spending bill is just what the Fed ordered. Where does this cash come from? We don't have any of it. There's now a war going on 8 weeks, 24/7 in Yemen. We don't have any cash to support that war. Hundreds of billions of dollars, and only 30% of the American people even know there's a war going on right now. A brand new war started by, well, I'm just going to tell you, if it hurts your feelings, I don't know what to say, but President Trump started this war, costing you hundreds of billions. Where's this cash coming from? It's coming from the Fed. We don't have it. It's being added right to the national debt. We just got what? A historic deficit, trade deficit like we've never seen before in history? Well, now we just got this. The largest spending bill in history. Does this surprise you? No, it doesn't. You know why? Because you and I called this way before it happened. Greg, you're going to be wrong. And I'm going to laugh in your face when you're wrong. I'm still waiting for the laughter. People, let's just outline again. More truths here. Feel free to disagree. Foreign demand for U.S. debt is vanishing. Literally. Who buys when nobody else will? Duh. It's the Fed. That's QE, whether they admit it or not. Again, When you have a central bank, any central bank, getting in here, issuing debt through one door and buying back through another door to keep rates suppressed, that's QE. There's no other way to look at it. Tell me I'm wrong on that one, somebody? All right. This massive spending spree, 1.32 trillion, shreds faith in the dollar. And faith, as you know, is the only thing propping it up. The entire system only operates because people believe that it's going to function. Well, that is the illusion, and it is not functioning. It's actually coming apart right now. Henceforth, why we are seeing what we're seeing now. And this is just not even the tip of the iceberg with regard to inflation coming in here, and there's not a single roadblock in front of it. Result, more dollar devaluation accelerated. Bottom line, again, feel free to dispute this. This massive spending bill isn't just inflationary. It's a signal to the world that the US dollar is a burning ship. Sound about right to you? And no one appears to be steering. However, people, this epic spending bill has the deep imprint of a dark shadow pulling the strings. Are we on the same page? The bigger picture, debt, terminal acceleration towards system lockup. You all know this is coming. We are going to face a credit event, a debt event that's going to lock up the entire world financial system. Incredible. The U.S. is already running $1+ trillion deficits per quarter. Okay, obviously, and feel free to tell me where I got this one wrong. This will add to that without real revenue increase, people. Come on. It's all a mechanism to allow the Fed to inflate. This debt death spiral is now self-reinforcing. Interest on the debt grows the deficit. Obvious. That means more borrowing, even more than we're getting right now. Higher interest on the debt, and that's called a doom loop. You've heard of a doom loop before? In economics, there is something called a doom loop. Look it up for yourself. This is the definition of a doom loop. This is not some kind of a scare tactic. It's an actual thing. Result, debt explodes. Just like as you and I have been saying, go back as far as you want to go. Interest expense cannibalizes the entire budget, and again, where does this cash come from to fund this war? To fund this $1.32 trillion? Well, it has to be borrowed into existence, and that requires interest to be paid on nothing that the Fed is going to create out of nothing. Sound about right to you? Tell me again, where am I getting this wrong? This is, honestly, look, man, this is so on point, it's freaking scary. Result, debt explodes. Interest expense cannibalizes the entire budget, and the hyper debt bubble accelerates towards implosion. That's where we're going. The economy, more fake growth. Let's talk about that. In the short term, yeah, you're going to see a sugar high. You're going to see a boost in GDP. There's no doubt about it. A temporary boost in GDP from this massive government cash injection, just like this war. These hundreds of billions to fight this war and to replenish the stock that we're burning up over there, missiles, $1 million a piece here. Well, yeah, that does add to government spending, adds to GDP. Holy wow, imagine our shock. You can't make that up either. So in the short term, you'll see a sugar high, temporary GDP bump from government cash injections, but underneath, private investment is being crowded out. Real productivity is flat. This is a fiat-funded illusion. It looks like growth, but it's a corpse. Yeah? You think I got that one right too? The bigger picture, people, and we're almost done. This is not just reckless spending, okay? It's the weaponization of debt as control. The weaponization of debt as control. Does that sound familiar to you? Because I've only been kind of pushing that and telling people this is what's going on for like 10 years, maybe even longer than that. They know the system is on the edge. This budget isn't conservative, okay? It's an act of economic warfare. Economic warfare on who? On you. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit and do nothing? Or are you maybe going to talk about these things? Are you going to comment here? Are you going to share this video? I sincerely hope so. I want to cover something else with you, that this is the grandest of all deceptions. People, this here is in your inbox right now. if you subscribe to my newsletter. Please, please, if you consider yourself a part of this Pride of Alliance, share it. Get it out there. Same for this. Again, you're free to disagree with what I put here, but I think it's pretty much, well, in your face. And let's talk about it real quick. Control through contradiction, the grandest deception. You see these pieces of artwork, all of them? My wife creates these things, and I think they're amazing. So she's kind of like the hidden force behind all this. Women always are. You know, women just are the best. What can I tell you? Anyway, listen. Lions. Again, let's start again. Control through contradiction. Think about what I just said. Control through contradiction. Isn't this a contradiction as well? And you see how it's being sold by, let's say, certain media outlets. This is the greatest thing that we could possibly have. This is going to help America. Really? How? You tell me. What am I missing? Control through contradiction, the grandest deception. Lions. This is one of Babylon's oldest and most effective tools, used to control, confuse, and ultimately enslave the minds of people. Control through contradiction. We see this every freaking day, and we're seeing it right now. This concept is ancient. It's as old as time itself. And this isn't just manipulation. No, 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 no. This is warfare by the way of logic, destruction. When people can't gather what the real truth is, it really shuts them down in many ways, and that's what they're looking to do. So when people are fed two opposing truths at once as a deliberate way to cause confusion, division, and the most in-our-face example is the two-party political system here in the U.S. Let's expose it together. Vulture. Look at these wings here connected to the same bird. Two wings, both red and blue, connected to the same bird here. Controlled by contradiction, the two-party deception. Pick a side, left or right, liberal or conservative, Democrat or Republican. But the truth is the same beast, the same master, the same agenda. They give you a stage show of opposition shouting, debating, grandstanding, while behind the curtain, the war state-funded, the surveillance state expands, and people stay divided. Sound about right? They say you're free, you voted, but all you did was choose the color of your chain. One promises safety through control. The other promises freedom while servicing the same machine. And what happens? The people war with each other while the elite feast on the distraction. The contradiction becomes the cage. Your voice matters, but it changes nothing. They're polar opposites, right versus left, but are they? They both serve central banks, military contractors, surveillance technology, and corporate overlords. They hate each other. But behind closed doors, they toast champagne at the same galas. It's not a battle. This is a script, and you know it. And the masters themselves, we the people, become actors in a play without even knowing it. And that's the dark force controlling all of us here via the two-party system. Truth. Any system that demands loyalty above truth is Babylon in disguise. Sound familiar? How is that ringing true to you right now? The two-party system isn't freedom. It's ritual theater designed to keep you invested in your own oppression. It's a vulture with two wings. It's a vulture with two wings, red and blue, flying over a ballot box. Chained to a puppet master's hand. How does that sound to you? The psychological impact, cognitive dissonance, the brain's discomfort when forced to contemplate two supposedly opposing beliefs. You get what's called decision fatigue. You all feel it. Too many conflicting facts leads to apathy, dependence on authority. When truth is too confusing, people turn to anyone who claims to have the answers. We've seen this throughout history go back as far as you want to go. And this is how totalitarianism hides in plain sight. How did you like that piece of artwork? Epic. Hidden in plain sight. You want some other examples? Science and health. Trust the science. Then science evolves. I got to be careful here. Masks work. No, they don't. Yes, they do. Trust us again. People give up on critical thinking and surrender to the so-called experts. Media. This is the most free country in the world, but you, me, are censored for speaking truth, fact-checked into silence, deplatformed for asking questions. So then people self-censor, just like I almost had to do right now. I can't say certain words. Do you realize that? I did it without even realizing it. You can't say certain words because freedom is now weaponized. But this is the most free nation on earth. Did you fall through that trapdoor? Economics. Inflation is down, but prices are higher than ever. Wages stagnant. Real purchasing power is collapsing. Contradiction equals confusion. Confusion equals control. Tech and AI. Elon Musk. AI is dangerous. It could destroy humanity, but let it control your car, your finances, your body, and also your future. Controlled by contradiction. They push fear and reliance at the same time, creating compliance through contradiction. Does this sound right to you? Again, this is in your inbox right now. I want you to read through this. More on government? Let's do this too. Your vote matters, yet the system is openly rigged, lobbied, controlled by financial dynasties. People keep showing up for the ritual, but believe in it less and less, man. Come on. There are no elections anymore. That tension breaks the soul. Why it works? Because humans are wired to seek clarity. That's how we're wired. But when clarity is denied long enough, submission feels like peace. It's incredible. Submission brings peace. It's an incredible concept, but it's absolutely true. Maybe I need to write about that next time. And that's the trap. That's the trap. If I just stop thinking, I'll stop hurting. That's how spiritual control is won without chains. Solution. What's the solution, people? There's a solution to everything. We fight back. We name the contradiction. We call it out. Hold people to account. Does that sound familiar? I've only been saying this for years. We don't try to resolve their lies. We expose them. Any of this sound true to you? Does it ring true at all? Or no? Greg, you're so wrong on this. You can't see what's going on, really. Let me know what you think about all this. And again, I know I just went through this kind of quick. It's hard to contemplate both of these pieces of work that I just shared with you. That's why it's in your inbox right now if you subscribe to my newsletter. It's 100% free. Anyway, guys and girls, listen. We haven't even begun to see the fall. And we are being led to the slaughter. We are being slaughtered right now. The economy via vast spending bills, a new war. This new spending bill contains billions to sustain war in Ukraine. Oh, yes, it does. You don't believe it? I just wrote a whole paper about that too. Maybe you need to look into that. It's astonishing the play of events that we've just had. A couple days back, this historic, fantastic deal was signed. The next day, J.D. Vance tells us the war is not going to end anytime soon. The day after that, the budget, we find out that there's billions of dollars in it to fund more war. Did you expect that when you went to the voting box? When you showed up, I really want to hear from you on this. When you showed up at the ballot box, did you expect any of this? Really? Let's be honest with each other. No, you didn't. You didn't get anything. What you expected was almost like selling your soul to the devil, because it's never what you expect. Sound about right? Let me know. Love you guys and girls with all I got. I want to hear from you on all this stuff, people. Please, if you got something out of this, share the video. Get it out there. Comment. If I've earned your thumbs up, and only if I've earned your thumbs up, I would appreciate that too, because it allows the algorithms to pick up the videos and they get out there. Let me tell you something else. This channel, are you watching what's happening to our subs lately? They are skyrocketing. I've never seen the subs on this channel go up faster than they have over the last few months, that's you. That's you, because I haven't changed a thing. It's not really true. I have doubled and maybe even tripled my efforts to get this information out to you. You think I'm done? Do you think I'm done? What if I promised you guys and girls that I would never, ever let you down? Well, I hold to that as sacred as I hold to my belief in God the Father, the Almighty, the Creator of all things. My responsibility is to Him, but to you as well. Right? I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, please, people. All right, look, I'll see you as always in the morning, and we're going to put this all together. Expect more work in my work in your inbox. I'm putting together yet another piece of work, which I'm going to hopefully get out soon, maybe within the next couple of hours for you. And again, if you subscribe to my newsletter, 100% free. I don't get anything out of it. It's just for you, okay? I don't charge for this, even though I'm overrun with trolls over there. And again, that's how I know I'm over the target. But I'm going to ask you guys, face off with these people, because they can't handle it. They can't handle it. And the truth just destroys them. And that's what we're all about, destroying the falsehoods, the anti-life entities that are invading us all. They think they can get the upper hand on us. There is no possible way that that can happen. You know why? Because we're connected to the source. You know what I'm talking about? Love you. See you tomorrow.